It's the bus stop, swerving into what's hot. Coming live, Shady Sports, yeah, we got it on live. Sports and music, yeah, let's get into it. Do it like no other, do it. Blueprint for consuming the team that's never losing. Coming live from Colorado, like shit and follow. Shady Sports, the motto, fresher than avocado. Play by play and ball for ball, we coming to you from afar. Day to day and call for call, we talk about it all.
Yeah, this the bus stop, talking sports and hip hop. Jump on the bandwagon, cause we talking what's hot. 8303, Denver, what's happening? We got sports action, come take a ride with us if you DJing or rapping. No capping, stay on LinkedIn, bringing sports and rap news, stats news, and talking Denver's who's who. And we ain't hard to find, we on Shady Sports Network like all the time. Gemini and Statik got the ball, it's time to grind. It's the show you won't wanna miss, not one line. And ain't there not a show bringing what we bringing. So go ahead and tune in, man, we just hanging at the bus stop.
Shady Sports, 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 Shady Sports.
Dang, I was sitting here and I was like, you know what? I ain't even got my Instagram set up. But that's cool though. What up, everybody? Shady Sports Network. What is up? We hanging at the bus stop. Reem, what's good, man?
Nothing much. Just happy to be here as always.
Yes, sir. Right. We, last weekend I wanted to come out here from Nebraska, but the corn was blocking my signal. I couldn't get signal, and it's just like, I'm just playing. But anyway, I'm happy to be back. We were not here last week, but as always, we got NFL, we got NBA, we got music to talk about. So if it's something going on, something trending, we'll be talking about it on the bus stop. And today, what I wanted to talk about is, it feels like, the off seasons are kind of over for the NBA and the NFL. So I was wanting to ask, who had the better off season, whether it be, did the NFL have a better offseason than the NBA, or was it a team that had a better offseason? Did the 76ers have a better offseason than the Rams? I think there were big moves on both sides of the board. There were some lightweight moves on both sides of the board, and still none of these moves were as crazy as the Luka trade, right?
But here's the thing. It's the NBA, and it's not close.
Okay. Why is
I'm just
that?
gonna let that be in the air for a second. Let that breathe.
Oh, because I'm looking at the Myles Garrett trade to the Rams as being the biggest NFL move until Aaron Donald resigns. But you don't think that's as big as any moves in the NBA?
No. Well, yes, but no. I think the Myles Garrett move is pretty impactful. I'm not going to pretend like that's just a drop in the water, but that's kind of like the biggest move and like the only real crazy insane move. Like we got some other moving around, AJ to the Patriots and the Max Crosby situation to kick off the offseason. But
Stephon Diggs just signed with the Commanders out there with Scary Terry.
All right. Anyways, and so this NBA offseason, bro, I don't know if there's going to be an offseason again where a top two, in my opinion, best player of all time is taking a minimum to go to a team where the entire association was on pause until this man decided to go somewhere, and that's just him. We haven't even talked about the fact that Kawhi also moved.
Yeah, kind of, right? We got DeMar DeRozan still a free agent. We got so many things happening in the association.
We got LaMelo Ball.
Next year when Steph Curry and LeBron goes to Cleveland.
Ill. That was win in Cleveland. No win in Cleveland, but still ill.
Yeah, that LaMelo move definitely. You're right.
You know what else? You know who else moved? Jaylen Brown.
Oh yeah, that's the overshadow, right? Because LeBron signed, but that was just as big. And now you got players like Marquise Morris out there straight lobbying to get that spot they don't even have. So basically asking them to drop someone to bring them to the team. So players are like, yo, can I come play with the 76ers? Yo, what's up? What's up? Yeah.
You know who we also haven't talked about? Same offseason, by the way. Giannis.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's the NBA, man. I don't know what to tell you,
Yeah.
man. This is so you mean to tell me Giannis, Jaylen Brown, LaMelo Ball, and LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard all in one offseason.
Okay. So, and then the NFL, you got Myles Garrett, AJ Brown, almost had Max Crosby. Who did they pick up instead?
Like Trey Hutcherson or whatever.
Trey Hutchison. Yeah, he moved. Yeah, you're right. Not as vivid, right? Not as wild this year, at least, I'd say. You did have Kyler Murray move. You had Tua move. You had what's the other running quarterback? Justin Fields.
I mean, that's like saying, man. I mean, you did have Trey Man and you know what I mean?
Ja traded
Jones.
too. Ja went to Portland.
Ja was traded. Yeah, you're right. That's another.
Well, Memphis traded the whole team, actually.
Yeah, they did.
They broke down. They literally broke their team down from the beginning to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can agree with that. The NBA definitely and always seems to have more movement, which I guess is because it's more individual pieces in the NBA though, right? Like it's hard to move in the NFL to do like a big move like what was it last year? Jerry Jones trading away what's his name to Green Bay. It's usually just like one move that's major. And then there's like other smaller moves, but like we knew about the AJ Brown trade forever. Like we just didn't know when it would happen or where he would go exactly. But we knew he'd go to one of those teams.
And that's word to Cool McCain, you know what I mean?
Right? Even though at the beginning of the season, you know, him and others were saying it wasn't gonna happen during the season. They were saying there were no talks of it happening and it couldn't happen. And then what happened as soon as
run the clip? Happen. We got the clips.
Oh man, I wish I had the clip pulled up. I'll pull the clip. So no, but yeah, you know, so yeah, I guess I could see that now. As far and well, the thing about the NBA too, like you said, those are all impactful moves. And we forgot about Anthony Davis and Trae Young.
Yeah, facts, absolutely.
We didn't even talk about that move, which could, I mean, for once, could we see a Wizards team that could actually compete? When was the last time the Wizards competed?
Wes Unseld.
When is that, bro? That's when they were the Bullets.
Yeah, bro.
God bless.
Oh man. Because you could say the John Wall days, I guess. And you could say the Gilbert Arena days, I guess.
Well, because Gilbert Arenas was good. I feel like I don't feel like
that team wasn't good. Gilbert was good.
Yeah, Bradley Beal was a scoring juggernaut, but the team was, and that was because of the situation, right? Like we look at Mike MPJ and we're like, yeah, he scored a lot more last season, but he was on the Nets, right? It's not like, you know, it's not like it was a phenomenal thing. So maybe I think we might see a competitive Wizards team this season. So yeah, I do feel that. I think the NBA crushed it, far and few in between. But the NFL, man, I just love the NFL. I don't they don't have to make a move, I think, and I'm still gonna watch the games.
Facts. I think this year for NBA, I think this is one of the first years where we don't have a bottom like 6 teams that really suck. Maybe 2, maybe 3. But even the Nets, right? They're not great. They're the Jets of the NBA. No offense to Nets and Jets fans. But even that team as slapped together as it looks, with MPJ and Julius Randle, you're going to get at least 20 games.
Yeah. And probably even 25, 30 games. And they just changed the anti-tanking rule too, right? So you can't like just tank. You have to like actually win some games to get the better spots. And you're right. Like we'll see teams like all those lower teams, have an opportunity to be a lot better than just like who do you think is gonna be the worst team?
The Bulls.
Then they just have like 4 first-round draft picks.
They're still gonna suck.
The Bulls.
I mean, I love Caleb Williams.
Oh, speaking of the Wizards, sorry to bounce around. What if Russell Westbrook signs with the Wizards?
What if
one of his 4 landing spots?
What if? Okay.
I'm just saying, Wizards could be a problem, man. The East looking shaky. I mean, everybody gonna be battling for those spots. They're gonna be beating each other up, and then you got the Wizards come through.
What if Jacoby Brissett signs with the Nets? Like, okay, now that's the Jets. Cool.
Russell Westbrook's or James Harden still hasn't signed. What's going on there? Maybe him and Russell Westbrook are gonna go team up on the Wizards. Nah. Yeah, and there's still moves that are being made, from the looks of it in the NBA. They're not even done yet. It's gonna be the top teams are still gonna be the top teams in the NBA, but I feel like there's gonna be a couple that are gonna squeeze to the top that we didn't expect, right? Like, especially on the West too. Like, man, is Portland a problem now?
Not really.
No,
it's just that these people would be problems in the past, not right now. Like James Harden right now is like saying Von Miller right now.
True.
He was a problem in the past.
True.
Right now, kind of a head
so why are the Cavs so big on re-signing them then?
Well, because they had him and Darius Garland. Darius Garland is too small to put next to Donovan Mitchell. He's not too small. He's too small next to Donovan Mitchell. And so James Harden, who's 6'5", can run the combo guard. I say combo guard because he can't play the 1 or 2. You don't have a bunch of options available. Now, if you had like a prime Lonzo Ball, love that. No, can't do that. If you had like Tyrese Halliburton available, would love that. No, you don't got that. So you kind of who is available that's 6'4" and above that can play, make, and shoot right now? That's James Harden, albeit maybe definitely not to the degree he was doing it before, but salvageable enough on that team. That team is not a weak team. It's just not groundbreaking or earth-shattering with James Harden on it. That's the only problem.
I mean, I guess the Cavs are looking at Peyton Watson too. We'll probably see something done on that front.
If the Nuggets mess around,
they're going to. There's no if. You can take the if off of it because it's the Denver Nuggets, bro. Like, name one player similar to Peyton Watson's caliber or degree or whatever you want to call it that the Nuggets have not fumbled.
Yeah, it's a long list, but the only person they haven't fumbled so far is
of course,
Jamal
it's Denver,
Murray.
bro.
Jamal Murray is getting his money's worth, buddy.
Yes, they love
buddy.
that.
Jamal Murray's the happiest Nugget of all time,
and it's crazy too how they're so big. And I get it. I'm not saying nothing against, obviously, right? Like, the Joker's the best player in the history. Jamal Murray is probably one of the better point guards we've had in Denver. And I mean, probably one of the better point guards we've had in Denver. Like honestly, like you look at the list of point guards we had. I mean, we're rolling out Jameer Nelson and stuff like that, right? Like, so like I get, and you look at how they let their front office leave because of money. You know how they always let players leave pretty much. They don't want to play players, right? So to hold on to a Murray who's like he's a star for sure, right? You don't have to worry about any attitude or anything from him becoming like a super. I don't know. It's just like they just don't like holding on to superstars or going after superstars. I don't know. It's weird.
It's the Nuggets.
Yeah, man.
It's just the Nuggets, man.
Just the Nuggets.
This is how it be.
So yeah, they're gonna get rid of Peyton Swatson probably. He might just play on. They're saying he might just play on the vet minimum, or not the vet minimum. That 1 year deal, like $6 million, something like that. Prove it deal. That way he can be a free agent next year and then just sign wherever he wants. Which if that happens, that sucks. I'd rather a sign and trade and get at least something, right?
Because here's the thing, right? I mean, like 30 mil for Christian Braun, but we're like, Peyton Swatson,
right? Stupid. They should have signed Swatson last year for 25 mil, and then they'd be having a situation with Christian Braun where then it'd be like, all right, we'll go play it on a prove it deal, right?
Honestly, facts. Or send him to the Nets to suffer, bro. Dump that contract.
Yeah. It's like what does this say? I'm looking right here. It said Jalen Duren. Is he still available?
Dear God. Yeah, he is.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having him here in Denver, but we can't pay him.
Duren's gonna leave.
See, same situation, right? They should just do a sign and trade with Denver, right? They get paid spots, and we get Duren, and then both the players can go somewhere new, right? Because I don't think Peyton Watson wants to be in Denver anyway, which I don't know why. Like, I mean, I know why, but I don't know why. Like, places where you live are different nowadays, especially when you got money, right? Like, I don't think it really so much matters where you live when you got, even if you don't want to spend your money, a Spirit flight's like 25 cents. You can you can go anywhere you want to go, whenever you want to go. So I don't think that matters so much. I don't know why it wouldn't want to be here though.
Facts.
I mean, I know why. They don't want to pay him. Like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't want to be somewhere, and I'm seeing that too, right? Like, you work somewhere and you see somebody else getting paid, and you know you've been putting in work, but they just had a flash in the pan because of, you know what I mean, the situation and the way it was built, right? Wow. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I would just rather get something for paying than nothing.
That's fair.
And then go sign DeMar DeRozan. He'd be a good bench player over here. I think especially with just looking at this free agent market, you could tell there's definitely been a shift in the NBA. These are all names where it's like, dang, like you said, like yesterday, these names would have been picked up real quick.
Super.
Today, people are like, how much money can you pay us to play?
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
DeRozan's 17-year career. Bradley Beal's available.
And do you want him?
Bradley Beal? Probably better than the backup we got.
No, yeah.
I'd probably pick him up. If this was my team in 2K, I'd probably pick him up. I'd probably pick all these guys up, put them on the bench, see what they can do.
You're not going to be able to pay folks a minimum either, bro.
Who?
Bradley.
Why?
You get 110 mil.
That's cool. If he wants to play.
No,
if he wants to play. He paid for $2 million. 2.6.
You gonna give him a back end ascending?
Yeah, I get Anthony's Pizza to offer him free pizza for a year. One large, one topping though. Nah, he can't be going crazy. One large, one topping a day.
Okay, bro. All right, man.
Nah, bro. You'll
be the first. Yeah, that's the first GM to give a contract worth $2 million up front. You'd be the first GM to give a contract $2 million up front with a team option for 12. See what you could do that first year. If you do good, we'll give you the 12.
But we ain't gonna give you that 12. You better come out looking like Kobe, bro.
The real prove it deal, bro.
I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a cheeseburger today.
Facts.
That's what the Nuggets are going to have to do, though, unfortunately. If they do want to sign someone, they're going to have to do deals like that or put hell on the back end or more incentives or something because they're already, like, teetering. Even with the Peyton Swatson deal, if they were to do a sign and trade, it would still have to probably be, like, lower than what they were expecting. As far as, like, even a pick, you know, the value of it would still have to be lower than what they were expecting because of where they are in the threshold.
Facts.
So I don't understand this team, man. We got 2 GMs and can't get one thing right. I don't know what's going on. Realistically. And then the Joker's not signing until next summer. That's what he did. He was like, all right, I'll play with you this year, but I'm getting a player option next year. And when he resigns, it's going to be for bad contract. So them worried about, and I get it. That's why they're looking at this. Like Peyton's like, dang, can you have a 25 million Brown? Can you have a 27 million Watson? Can you have, what are they playing Murray? Like 28, 29 million. And then like a 34 million, 32 million Joker. That's a lot of money for no championships.
It is a lot of money for no championships, bro.
That's a lot of money for a first round exit. Like, I don't know if Peyton Watson would have really made that much of a difference last season. Like, they was just flat, man. It's just son, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like when I beat you yesterday in 2K, right? In my team, right? Like, no matter what you did, you couldn't beat me, man. That's just how the Nuggets were. Like,
you know what? Yeah, man. Let's roll with that. That's exactly that's precisely what happened. I just think, I mean, at this junction, like the Nuggets need to figure something out because either I just don't understand why teams play this middle space. Either we're gonna go all in and we're gonna win, or we're not.
Yeah.
And so there's no point of you going halfway in. You're going to lose players that way. You're going to sign bad contracts that way. You're going to miss out opportunities that way. Go all the way in.
They'll sell tickets, though.
Who cares about the ticket sales if you're not going to win? You're going to get fans that are bigger than Denver if you win. Mm-hmm. Think about it. All these Cleveland fans, all these, you know, Golden State fans that didn't exist before. How did that happen? Mm-hmm. You get a household name, and I'm not even going to lie to you. I think offensively, if we're to take defense out of it, and this is a word to Shad because he said this, but I want to quote him. Jokic is probably, if not the best offensive player of all time, period. I don't know if there's a person who has a bigger bag, more effective than Jokic. Down the middle with the midi, can standing dunk, shoot the three, especially from 40 feet out, contested by Anthony Davis, who's no scrub. You know what I mean? There's not a single person on the planet within 5 feet to 10 feet of the rim that is better than Jokic, and we're wasting time. You know what I mean? We're giving you guys Tim Hardaway.
Right? That's the thing about it. It's like,
who?
You can choose to sit back and relax when the Joker's run isn't done. But I think once you identified the greatness you had, knowing that you're gonna have to pay him, I would have cut ways with a lot of the team a long time ago, right? I would have been chasing waterfalls a long time ago. Like, this is it. You have to chase the waterfalls. They should have been, man, we should have had every asset and resource courting LeBron that we could have had courting LeBron, right? Like, we should have showed him. We could have made, him and Joker together, that their minds, bro, they would have just won off GP just off knowing the game. They wouldn't even have to do, right? We would have had scrubs, bro. We would have had, you know what I mean? I can't even name someone we would have had just out there just making plays, because there would have been so much playmaking happening, right? Like, so many people put in the right positions. And now, like you said, we're going after, like, freaking, who we just re-signed? Oh, man.
Exactly. Who?
Yeah, like, who do we just re-sign? He was about to sign with the Lakers. We had money freed up right there. We could have had added to LeBron. Like, hey, LeBron, here's an extra $3 million right here, bro. Just hold this. Hold this as some lunch money, bro. Put this in your back pocket, right? You know what I mean? Like, just on top of everything else, bro. Like, we could have used that. And that's the thing that sucks, too. Like, we were named in the LeBron sweepstakes. That's what makes it so hard to deal with, because, like, for the Nuggets, I don't know if you know how many times the Nuggets have been named in, like, the drawing for a big name player. And I don't think it's any. It's never. You never hear a player like, yo, Denver's on my list, right? Never. Aaron Gordon was the last one, and that was a trade. He didn't come here. Like, we had to go and get him, right? And yeah, like, Bruce Brown came back after he saw he couldn't be a starter, but that's different. Like, I don't know. I just think they just fumbled a lot of chances that they've had during this Joker era, and, like, and he's seen it. Like, I think they should still have Mike Malone here. That was a fumble. We got this rookie coach. You got the best player, bro. When was the last time you see LeBron with a rookie coach? Well, I guess what's his name from the Lakers, technically? JJ Redick. Well, I guess all LeBron's coaches, actually. Derek Fisher.
Mike Brown was not like that at first.
No.
Tyronn Lue. Frank
one
Vogel,
black coach
Darvin
from the Lakers.
Ham, JJ Redick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ham. Yeah, no.
It's about hands in his pocket, Ham.
But they would not pair LeBron with a David Adelman. I bet that was one of the things that threw him off, too.
Facts. And I think that's another thing also. What's his name? Nick Nurse is on the 76ers. And then Nick Nurse is a seasoned coach. Real season.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, look how they just navigated that Jaylen Brown trade. Bro, they just went and traded within their division. They went to their neighbor.
For a bag of chips and a Faygo.
Literally. That's like going over to the ops, bro. And you like, yo, I got this King Supers bag full of Kleenex tissues. Bro, let me go ahead and get that LB over there, right? And they're like, okay, here you go. We don't need it. You know what I mean? We're in a water drought here in Denver, bro. That's like going over to your neighbor and turning their water hose on and watering your flowers with them. They're just like, cool, I'll pay the bill. So yeah, I think that was one thing too. Like, he knew he wasn't gonna have to do a whole lot. Coming here, man, it was gonna have to be some heavy lifting to motivate dudes, to get dudes to play to their full potential, right? To get players to play even sometimes, to You got to coach the coaches. Man, shoot, I wouldn't want to come to Denver either.
Facts. Who did we think lost the offseason this year for NFL and NBA?
Who lost the offseason?
Yeah.
The Nuggets.
I'd say the Warriors.
The Warriors? Well, they didn't do anything.
That's the problem.
They re-signed Porzingis. They extended Porzingis.
That's the problem. They were named top. Imagine, because as bad as the Nuggets are, don't get me wrong, the Warriors was named top 3.
Yeah. No, they were like top 1. Draymond was pretty much calling it, bro. He was telling everyone,
yeah,
hey, bro. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Then every time we look left, look right, Yaxel was saying something insane. I'm like, bro, take his mic, man. Please take his mic. Have you heard his interviews, bro? Take his mic, man. He's like, yeah, we're playing with he's like, I'm not like, he told this to LeBron. He's like, I got a message for LeBron, I'm not like the other rookies. I know you don't like playing with rookies. And then he said, but you can play with me. I'm not like other rookies. And you can also play with Steph Curry, arguably the greatest shooter of all time. Oh, and there's Draymond. And I'm like, bro, underneath zero pressure did you do that, gang? It's a wrap. Take this man's mic.
I was taking initiative.
And then bro was like, he said, yeah, well, I tried to get drafted last year, and the Warriors interviewed me. And I was honest. I thought being me was cool, but guess they don't want you to do that. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I told him I was BSing, and yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't playing defense. I wasn't trying for real. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to exert all that energy. I thought that was, just me being real. I'm like, bro, can you take this guy's mic, man?
They're just letting anybody in the NBA nowadays. I'd say the 49ers. 49ers had a pretty rough offseason. They lost almost
Mike Evans,
every receiver outside of Mike Evans. They lost Pearsall. Ayuk is lost.
Who cares
something.
about Ayuk, man? He also needs to take his phone.
They re-signed Debo.
I say, yeah, Samuels. That's what I said.
Yeah. But I think, the 49ers had a pretty terrible offseason as far as injuries.
The Jets.
The Jets
suck.
The Jets got Geno. And they got Brees Hall. They got a solid pieces.
You basically said, the Nets, they signed DJ Augustine.
Fire. That guy's a worker.
And
they say nobody's in the gym earlier.
You know what I mean? And they got JJ Barea.
Hey, solid piece, foundational piece right there. Those are pieces you build upon, bro.
No, the Nets got Gabe Vincent.
Oh gosh.
Woo! Gabe Vincent. Man, Jets playoff nightmare right there, buddy.
Well, the Jets are
nightmare right there.
They got it. They can sneak into the playoffs, though. Have you seen their division? The Bills and the Patriots got it, but
sneak into the playoffs against the Bills and the Patriots.
Maybe there's that movie Any Given Sunday. They made that movie for a reason. They're all NFL players, bro. Geno Smith gets paid just like every other quarterback. They're coming back. Don't be hating on the Jets, bro. They're gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
We're gonna clip that right there. You know what I mean? The Jets are gonna surprise a lot of people this year. Solid. Who had the best offseason in the NBA?
Who had the best offseason in the NBA? Oh gosh.
Answer to this.
Huh?
One answer to this.
Who? The Knicks? Oh. Who? Miami?
You're close. You're close in proximity to the Knicks.
OKC had a pretty good offseason.
The Boston. I'm kidding. The 76ers.
76ers did not have a good offseason at all, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
They got too many Chiefs in the kitchen right now, and all those Chiefs need a ball. You can't put 5 balls in the court at the same time. And then luckily Joel Embiid is gonna get hurt as soon as training camp starts, so they don't have to worry about giving him a ball.
I'm gonna tell you that, but they got too many Chiefs on a team move style deal. They are getting these Chiefs for pennies on the dollar. They got Jaylen Brown. They got Jaylen Brown. I'm talking about for what they had to give up for Paul George, and like a Philly cheesesteak and a large fry. And then they got LeBron James on the friendliest contract per production of all time.
It's almost like illegal, like
no BS. And then they got him for 2 years.
LeBron,
yeah,
James, they ain't going to hang around Philly for 2 years.
And then they still kept VJ Edgecombe.
Dang, LeBron! There's about to be so many LeBron and Kevin Hart commercials coming out.
All facts.
Bless.
I think getting 2 all-star caliber players and one of them being the greatest player of all time puts you in the category of, and of course, if they win, which they will, you can clip this. This is gonna go back and gonna be one of the best off seasons of all time. You clip that.
Well, yeah, they got freaking all-star from top to bottom now, bro. Like the only person on that team where I was like, I don't know, maybe Edgecombe, and that's only because he's young. That's only because
he got that dog in him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's gonna be hard seeing. It'll be interesting seeing how him, LeBron, and Jaylen Brown all overlap for sure. But I mean, yeah, like you got a team with legitimately 3 all-stars, 1 lock Hall of Fame candidate, and LeBron. Potential Hall of Fame candidate.
3 lock Hall of Fame candidates.
3? Who?
Jaylen Brown's a Hall of Famer.
A lock?
A lock.
Okay, well, 3 lock Hall of Famers.
Because
4 all-stars.
You got an MVP in Joel Embiid, right? And
Jaylen Brown ain't got no MVP.
Jaylen Brown don't got no MVP, but he has a Finals MVP, and he's an all-team, all NBA player, all defensive player. If I'm not gonna lie, like if Paul Arizin or whatever the crap is in the Hall of Fame, if Bill Sherman's in the Hall of Fame, Jaylen Brown's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Because you got to talk about this. You cannot tell the history of basketball in the last 10 years and not talk about Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid. And so that's the reason why they're going to be in the Hall of Fame. Sure locks for me. And I think they're even first ballot, especially if they win this year. They're definitely first ballot Hall of Famers. Now, if we're talking about Alex Caruso or something like that, that's different. But these are all-star, all-NBA,
Caruso better not even get a ticket to the Hall of Fame, bro. What the heck? He go get in there.
All-star selections, MVPs, Finals MVPs, and all defensive players. And then they all got a chip, except for Joel Embiid.
Yep. See? He had to go get the all-star squad to get a chip.
But if he gets a chip, he's a Hall of Fame MVP.
You know what happened when he won MVP?
What?
Oh, yeah. The Joker only brought the Nuggets their first chip. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that's not their last one, gang. Let's lock in.
Well, you know, it's gonna take another Joker.
Yeah, it
is. You know what they say when the moon aligns with the planets, like once every 100 years or something like that.
Yeah,
that was pretty much what it was because our front office they don't want to win, bro. They don't care about having parades. We could have had 4 parades here in the past 5 years between the Avs and the Nuggets and snuck in a Super Bowl parade. But these, man, I don't know, man. Denver should have been the most expensive sports town in the history of sports these last 5 years, meaning we should have had the most expensive contracts all across the board. Maybe the Broncos outside of it, which we did. We had Russell Wilson, but the Nuggets and the Avs for sure should have been all in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Stupid. So yeah, it might be their last for now. But yeah, no, 76ers, if they don't win the championship, is it a disappointment?
Yeah.
What if they lose to the likes of the Spurs, who are already a battle-tested finals Spurs team?
They're not losing to the Spurs.
They will lose to the Spurs.
They're not losing to the Spurs.
The Spurs got a younger, better version of the 76ers.
There's only 2 teams in the NBA, 3 teams in the NBA that stand a chance against the 76ers.
Who?
That is the New York Knicks.
Oh, gosh.
That is the Denver Nuggets.
All right. I'll agree with that.
And that is the OKC Thunder.
Why not the Spurs?
The only teams that can beat the 76ers are teams that's already done it.
Well, I think we're going to see a different Spurs team. Now we're going to see. Now we're seeing an Avenger Wemby come out. Now he has a mission to prove, bro. He got to
prove that he's got to prove that against the OKC Thunder. He's going to have to prove that again to get out of there.
He will. He will. He ain't worried about the Timberwolves. He ain't worried about the Thunder. He said Nuggets in 4. He said, man, he don't care about none of them teams in the West. Wemby is dunking over everybody. Wemby overall.
They haven't done it. The lights were too bright. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's why I don't have faith in Wemby. This year. I'm not saying he won't ever figure it out. He will figure it out. Won't be this year. Here's why. Losing to Jalen Brunson when you're a 7'5" dribble god, 3-ball shooter is OD. Who cares? The rim to Wemby is like having an 8-foot rim to us. And you lost. And you're passing out of plays where you're being guarded by Jose Alvarado.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? These are things that are not fixable in a year. It's going to take some time. Now, I can understand if this is like Miami Heat, where you got Wade and Bosh. Who's his Wade? We can argue a Bosh, but nobody's on that team has done it yet. Because Wade's done it. That's the thing. That was the difference between this Wemby and LeBron is Wade done it. And Wade did it with, in my opinion, way less help. Right?
Yeah, Shaq.
Who else do you have on the team? Name me 6 players. Name me 4 other players from that Miami
He had a freaking world beater Hulk on his team. That's all you need.
No, he had Hulk off the shakaroni and cheese.
True.
That's all you need, Lakers
though.
Hulk.
Yeah, but that time in the NBA, that was all you needed. That wasn't a tough time in the NBA. That was like a transitional period.
I'll say this: he did have Shaq. Shaq was no joke, but Shaq was not the same Shaq that was pulling down rims.
No,
and so again, Wade had less help, and he did it. And so there's a level of preparedness that happens. There's a level of fortitude you have when you've done it. And this is an example of, in the words of Jared Allen, where the lights were too bright. The lights were too bright for Wemby. And so until he develops that dog all the way, and I'm not saying it's impossible. There's a possibility that can happen next year. I just don't think it's likely.
Oh, it's going to happen, bro. Losing to Jalen Brunson was equivalent to Bruce Wayne watching his parents get shot in that alley.
No, it's not.
Turning Wemby into Batman. He already went and trained with the monks. So now he's gonna go train with some ninjas somewhere. We're about to see Wemby. I think we're about to see Wemby with like 5 more pounds put on this season. He ain't gonna be all happy-go-lucky with people no more. He about to be serious, straight face. He already don't drink nothing but water, bro.
I'll just tell you this: if the Thunder takes you to 7 without Jalen Williams, right? What are they going to do when you get Jalen Williams back? And Tobias Harris does not equate to you beating Jalen Williams. You know what I mean? And also, if anything, I think the OKC Thunder or the Nuggets. I want to say the Nuggets because you can't count them out. Sometimes they get that mile high magic. You know what I mean? They talk to whoever the witch is, the top of, you know what I mean? The witch, whoever lives in Boulder, you know, the witch from Golden, and they get her dust and they sprinkle it on the team and they somehow remember how to play basketball. So I could never count them completely out. But at the same time, it's like, again, OKC is just a monster, man. I don't see I don't see the Spurs being the team that goes back to back. Period. I just don't. Back to back finals. They're not LeBron, bro. Okay, I think you're frozen because you look extremely steel. And it's just me. Let's roll with it. All right, and that's all we have time for today. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys again next week. Looks like some technical issues happened with the bus driver, but it's all good. We appreciate you guys for being here. We're gonna holla at you.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.